Hey everybody, it's Matt Master here. I'm just doing one more video on the topic of politics today. And of course, I hope I piss off people like Alexander Tot. And, I hope I do. Because he seems to watch a lot of my videos for some reason, even though he likes to make fun of them on his channel. But I don't give a shit. So, because I'm actually about to depart to an actual gym. Oh my God. So, I went to the gym last week. I started doing the TRX machine again, and I felt a lot better as far as doing that. I think that's a really good thing to do. And also, I'm only going once a week to the gym, but I also have my treadmill and I have my weights. And then I have some martial arts stuff up on some of my like pay courses and stuff that I buy from Udemy and so forth. But if I had some room, I might, if I move some stuff around like my amplifiers and all this shit that's in my room, or not my room. I have an apartment in my apartment. Oh, your room in the basement. Ugh, fuck you, trolls. Yeah, it's a second floor basement room. Live with my mom. Yeah, exactly. These trolls, man. I just want to they piss me off so much. But just from the past, years. But anyways, I'm about to go, but I'm going to be doing this one video about something that happened recently. That's just a totally hilarious and totally comedic and clownish on the part of Joe Biden. And I'm not saying that it would have been a bad thing a year and a half or 2 years ago to do this, but fact of the matter is, for almost 2 years and at least a year and a half, people have been saying on the right, or the Corona skeptic side, Corona skeptic versus Coronatarian or whatever, they've been saying that, oh, these cloth masks, it's really flimsy and doesn't really slow the spread that much or stop the spread. But you were called, oh, you're an anti-masker by saying that, and you're just a right winger by saying that. But now, the CDC has acknowledged that N95s are more effective. Where were you 2 fucking years ago, Joe Biden, with this, or a year ago, I should say, because he wasn't president 2 years ago, but he should have been calling for it. Mass production, Defense Production Act of N95s for the last, just as cases started to plateau and go down, just like anywhere, any of these counties, you'll see that happen. It's like, we got to look like we're doing something. You see, a lot of the conspiracy narratives might be wrong on this one point, because the fact of the matter is, these politicians want to appear like they're doing something. So what they do, and I don't know if this is conscious or not, but oftentimes what happens is, as the cases are starting to go down a little bit, they're like, we got to implement more risk, or more, I don't know if this is conspiracy. This is another conspiracy theory. They implement more stricter, harsher measures, and then all of a sudden they can take credit for when the cases go down. Oh my God, our banning people from breathing outside, it really worked. We know the cases went down to 5 a day, or whatever the fuck in this one small town. Oh my God, or whatever. I'm just exaggerating, but it's like, I don't know what he expects from this. And Bernie Sanders actually was the one who started calling for it, like a month or two ago, the N95 thing. I don't know what people expect from this. It's like, okay, so you told people for at least a year and a half plus that cloth masks were the answer. And if you think it's just kind of doesn't do anything, you're just an anti-mask, anti-something else, asshole, right-wing Trump guy. Yet a lot of the narrative that I read from people about the cloth masks from the right, or the skeptic part of this narrative, has been that if they mandated N95s, that would be one thing, but they're just mandating these flimsy cloth masks. So why should I have to wear this if it doesn't do anything really, or it doesn't really do in the long run? It doesn't do as much, or very little, And I realize we have different variants and everything, but it's like, this is something that people have been talking about the entire time. But no, you were like, oh yeah, oh, well, that doesn't, I mean, everybody acknowledges that the N95s were always better, but they never like came, never came out and they never came out and tried to like push for that. And yet you were, wearing a fucking like flimsy paper mask over your face. You see them everywhere. I see them all around the ground all the time. That's supposed to make you so much better than anybody else, or anybody that's not wearing one. Oh, I'm so much better by wearing this piece of cloth, by wearing this piece of paper over my face, which never really. Oh, look at what's happened. It's never really helped in any meaningful way. I'm sure, like, maybe a little bit, just like Fauci's initial statement, like, I'm sure what he said in his initial statement from March 2020. I mean, it was pretty true what he said. I mean, everything, that was him telling the truth, that original statement. I'm sorry to say that, but, that he ever told the truth, but he did. Originally, he said that. So he's like, it might make you feel better. The little leprechaun fuckhead Fauci, So yeah, I mean it's just so ridiculous. I mean, just this is like this too little too late thing. Just imagine, with anything else, it's like let's say your like fiance breaks up with you and you buy her, and 2 years later you said she gets this thing in the mail, like a engagement, or like not engagement ring. What's the thing? Like you break up with like a girlfriend, and she's mad that she didn't want to, marry her. But 2 years later, she meets another boy. After she met another boyfriend, she gets like a engagement ring in the mail from you. It's like, what? It's just so stupid. This is these ideas that, oh, all of a sudden we now have this knowledge that N95s are more effective. Well, what did I say? Like, I think I had one in 2020 that said this. Like, I knew this from the beginning. But no, like people on my Facebook friends or whoever is like, yeah, you're problematic posts. Well, I'm going to delete you. It's like, people are so fucking oblivious to reality that, and I'm not saying that even there, it's the cat is out of the bag. It's already everywhere. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't make any difference if we did it like 10 months ago or a year ago. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying now the cat's already out of the bag. It's like it's already there. You're not going to what are you going to do? It's mass produce N95s, probably some kind of corporate welfare kind of thing going on with that. Like some kind of company that's producing them in China, like Biden, if you're looking like, oh, Biden, this donor gave, now they're the ones producing the masks, the donor gave to his campaign. That's always what happens with this shit, and it's just so stupid, and it's just so transparent. And it's like, it's too little too late, and I would have been on board. And I hate masks because I hate working out with one, and I hate it. I just hate the whole thing. It looks so stupid. It looks such like a fucking, just like a, just a, whatever, anonymous person. But I would have been on board with that more because at least it's consistent with the science rather than I'm wearing this fashionable fucking piece of paper over my face. Oh, I'm so much better than you. That's about all.